Come on in, honey. The lantern's lit, the veil's a little thin, and the wind's been dying to carry a few secrets your way. Welcome to Raven's Ramblings, where the shadows walk beside us and the past never stays buried, and a good spell can speak louder than a sermon. I'm Raven Nightingale, part healer, part hellraiser, keeper of the old ways and ghost stories alike. So pull up a chair, listen close. You never know what might be whispering in the dark. Welcome back to Raven's Ramblings, where the cauldron is always warm, the tea or coffee is always steeping, and we talk all things witchy, wise, and wild. And at last, oh, at last, the leaves are falling, the nights are stretching longer, and we witches have begun a quiet transformation. Samhain has passed. The veil's thinning is fading. Not completely, because, Samhain is a season. It's not just a day. But the winter's breath is starting whispering through the trees, and it's the season of stillness, but also of preparation. So today we're going to dive into the witch's winter prep and how to ready your home and your magic and your spirit for the colder months ahead. Okay. So, winter is not a dead season. And a lot of people probably do see it as a dead season because most of the trees and things like that have all died away or have gone into hibernation, right? But it's not. It's not a dead season, it's a resting one. So, what that really means is everything is just going to slow down a little bit. Everything kind of retreats inward and conserves that energy. And as witches, we kind of follow along with nature's lead on this. So this is a time for introspection, for healing, for grounding. So think of it kind of like spiritual composting. Okay, we're going to let that old decay so that new life can grow in the spring in a few months. All right. So this is a good time to kind of ask yourself, what do I want to release before the year ends, the calendar year? Yeah, I know. Or even what do I want to carry with me into the new cycle? Even small acts like journaling by candlelight or pulling a tarot card for reflection or brewing a herbal tea can help you kind of align with that winter rhythm. I don't know about y'all, but I just bought some new teas yesterday because I do like tea in the wintertime. So, along with, my coffee, because, I don't know about y'all, but caffeine is the only thing that keeps me going some days. So, we're going to talk about preparing our home and our altar a little bit because a witch's home is their sanctuary. Mine is for sure, especially when it's cold outside. So you're going to start by cleansing your space one last time before the winter weather truly sets in. Okay. So you're going to do a smoke cleanse, or you could sprinkle salt water, or even use sound if that's what you prefer. Whatever you use to cleanse your space, we're going to do that one really good time before winter gets here. Okay. And then you can kind of work with your altar and shift the energy there also. So you're going to swap out those bright autumn colors that you were using for building up to Samhain and stuff, with those oranges and reds and yellows and stuff. Switch those out for something a little bit darker, a little cozier tone. So that would be like a deep purple or silver or blacks or even midnight blues, that kind of stuff. Or even like a deep like forest green. For me that says winter. I'm not sure why because there's not a whole lot of green around, but dark green is very wintry to me. And you could add things like candles and pine cones and cinnamon sticks, or even a small bowl of cloves for protection. You could add that all of those things to your altar. You could also incorporate seasonal symbols like an evergreen sprig for endurance or snowflake charms for clarity, and even something like a raven, of course, for wisdom in the dark. I don't know about y'all, but and I'm sure it is just me because I am Raven. So I have little Raven things all over the place anyway. But that's a good thing to add for the winter. And this is also a great time to check your wards and your protections, reinforce any door and window charms and recharge those crystals. I don't know about y'all, but the full moon is this week. This would be a great time to just put those crystals out and let that moon shine down and charge those crystals. It's also a great time to invite calm and protective energy into your home. Okay, because the holidays are coming, the commercially ones and all that. And those can be a little turmoily. Sure. Is that a word? Maybe. So invite that energy in to kind of keep that peace and that calm with the holidays coming. So what else can we talk about with winter prep? Ooh, herbal stuff. Yes. So let's talk a little bit about the practical witchery, okay? Because winter prep isn't just about the magical stuff; it's grounded in good sense. All right. So build yourself a small witch's pantry. You could get some elderberry syrup. Ginger tea. Both those are great for immunity. You could do some chamomile or some lavender for those long, restless nights and restless thoughts. I don't know about y'all, but my brain takes over sometimes, and I'm gonna have to start drinking a little chamomile tea to kind of calm that shit down so I can actually sleep. Right now, one thing that I always say I'm gonna do, and I never truly get to do it the way I want to do it, a simmer pot. This is a beautiful, fabulous time of year for simmer pots. And in that, you could use orange peels or cinnamon or cloves or apples, even to bring warmth and positive energy into your space. Now, if you do make herbal salves or remedies, this is a great time to restock, okay? Especially with winter coming, that cracked skin and things like that. Those herbal salves would be amazing for that. And I actually, strangely enough, made a salve earlier today that would be perfect for that. So, yeah, take this time to kind of restock that pantry stuff. Okay. It's also a great time for us to look inward. Okay. Winter kind of invites us inward into shadow, into silence, into ourselves. Okay. So do magic that feeds your spirit instead of depleting it. Meditation with dark crystals like obsidian or onyx. Oh, oh, just fabulous. I have so much obsidian. I think I have more obsidian than I do amethyst now. Now that I look around, probably trying to push off some negativity there. So meditation with dark crystals is great to help feed that spirit. Um, Candle magic, of course, for things like peace and protection or for restful sleep. I should probably do that one too. Hmm. I should write that down on my to do list. Another great thing to do this time of year is just a simple gratitude ritual to kind of help keep your energy balanced. Okay. And you don't have to do more to be magical. Sometimes the most powerful spell is rest because our soul is tired. And that's totally okay too. So, in closing, reading my notes. I actually wrote that. In closing thoughts. So, as winter wraps its cloak around us, remember, even in stillness, you are growing. Every quiet night, every gentle breath, every spark of your candlelight is part of your magic. Okay? So, until next time, my dears, stay warm, stay grounded, and may your hearth always be blessed. Bye.